Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Today, we have some pretty big news, but first, I have a pretty big question, which is, do you believe that XRP is going to be the standard? It's not a difficult question, just answer it down below. Do you think XRP is going to be the standard, yes or no? Now, to start it off, King Solomon posted something rather interesting. He says, I found something ridiculous. XRP is planning to be utilized for settlement by the largest bank private label credit card issuer in the United States. They do it for PayPal's credit cards, they work for Amazon, they work with eBay, and the list goes on. They have a total client base or list of about 65 million accounts. And, well, apparently, after he's done some research on the matter, he found out that they are basically directly talking in their patent here, which can be found over on Google, about XRP being used as a settlement mechanism let's quickly check that out, in this distributed credit ecosystem via Synchrony. And that's Synchrony Bank is the official name for it all. So, I am personally not really aware of anything Synchrony related. I didn't even know it existed, the name, or nothing like that. But after reading through the comment section a little bit, you guys have actually reminded me, I guess, that, oh yes, this is a really big deal. You can see here Kevin, for example, saying, I am partnered with Synchrony Bank, and I use them every day with my customers. I bring in tons of business. Love to hear that I'm contributing to the XP Moon mission. Another person says, Synchrony Bank is huge, see you on the moon. And all in all, I think it's pretty big news, all right? Once more, I'm not too familiar with all of this, and I will definitely do a little bit more research as time moves on here, because I just wanted to quickly report on it as soon as that I found it. This video was posted at about 4 a.m. my time, and right now I'm doing some research for videos for today, and I noticed that, well, he posted it, so I'm giving you guys the update right now that it exists, and that the connection is being made and is there. And then, of course, I'll do my own research and give you whatever I can find after diving in it a little bit deeper. All right, so moving on, Crypto Eri posted, in 36 seconds, Gary Gensler, Hinman says we 5 times and R 1 time. With each time referring to the SEC Gov, you said every ICO is a security. Ethereum had an ICO, Ripple did not. Clean up this mess, please. The world is watching. And so, you know what, to be honest with you, I think it's actually a video only 30 seconds long. I'm going to open this on my phone, but whilst I am doing that, guys, make sure you check out Bybit. A link is down below. It is the exchange that I'm using. Some people say, oh, promotion, it's not promotion. It's literally one of the best exchanges out there that I've personally used. And there's only for today, $1,600 worth of bonus that you can get for free. And after that, there's going to be a big trading competition. And I think you can already start signing up today as well. So it's going to be cool. But let's quickly hear this out from the start. And then
decentralized and seasoned.
Let me open it up. There we go. It's cumbersome, but it works.
And so we kind of tried to get that out there. We also, last summer, spoke a little bit more about how we were looking at some of the more decentralized and seasoned digital assets like Bitcoin and Ether on the Ethereum network.
So straight off the bat, he says that they've been looking at that. And again, that they have been looking at that, not him. So the easy part, of course, from their perspective comes in saying, yeah, I mean, they're looking into it, but they haven't concluded something. Yes, that might be true. But if his own opinion about Ethereum is that it's, for example, not a security, things get rather interesting. Now, guys, William Hinman's deposition is already partially public, and in a couple of hours from now, I'll make sure you guys all know exactly where to find it, exactly what to see, and all the stuff. So just stay tuned and subscribe to the channel for that one, because in the SEC's filing of about 120 pages, a good part of that is the William Hinman deposition. Not all, but a good part. And so I definitely want you guys to go ahead and check that out thus far as well. But the question basically comes and arises, what did he say out of his own opinion, and what was SEC opinion?
And we made it very clear that at this point we don't see a reason to regulate those as securities or transactions in those instruments as securities at this point. I know we're going to get into more detail on this, but that was another part of our exercise in terms of making it clear to the market how we look at the
So yeah, that's basically where they said how they're making it more, understanding for people. Yet they didn't really do anything, because at one point they're saying, yeah, if it has a sale, a crowd sale, it's security. Then again, they also say, well, we don't really think it's a security, Ethereum. So, but then again, they also said, no, we haven't made a verdict. And then again, it's so freaking difficult. It is. The CFTC, for example, has claimed Ethereum right now, or at least the Ethereum futures contract. So it basically has said that Ethereum is not a security at this point. Yet, I guess William Himon also thinks so, and Gary Gensler thinks otherwise. It's strange. So that is Jungle Inc., whom said, SEC Director William Himon stated his speech was not solely his own view, but an agency-wide planned event to educate the market. Mr. Beat Cop, Gary Gensler, your agency can't be remotely honest even when you're caught on tape. How do we trust you? Then the light shines in the darkness posted, Payments Canada sees XRP as a utility coin. Once more, I hadn't really heard too much about Payments Canada, and that's maybe because I'm not too... Oh, the air code is starting to go on. Hopefully the sound is not too loud from the air code. Otherwise, I'll turn it off next episode for sure. I'll turn it off right now. There we go. I'll walk there, put it off. There we go. Just to make sure it cannot bother you guys. There's also a refrigerator. And oh my days, if you're in a hotel room sometimes, you don't really notice it if you're not trying to record something. But if you're trying to record, and I'm sitting pretty close to that little mini fridge, mini bar, whatever the frick it's called, it goes like a really deep and pretty pretty loud sound too. I'm like, oh damn. So sometimes it goes on for, let's say 50 minutes. I have to just wait, because I don't want you guys to be disturbed by that sound. Now, Payments Canada has a paper on central bank digital currency, the fundamentals. And as we go on a little bit further, you can see here they're talking about utility coins such as Ripple's XPR. Of course, it's a typo. Although these are primarily targeting cross-border wholesale users rather than domestic retail payments, it still is mentioned right there, which I found quite interesting. Moving on though, because that was just a small little mention. JD said the SEC sued Amazon and Tesla. Average people sold while the elites bought. Those who bought the fear are now one of the richest people in the world. The SEC is suing Ripple now. Those who bought XRP will soon be one of the richest people in the world. Moral, don't be average. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys that's exactly the truth, because obviously nobody really knows. I will tell you that where people get rich is by buying the dip, basically, or at least kind of sticking to your belief in whatever market condition. If you're not a really full-time trader, so to speak, where you're buying and selling every couple of hours, couple of whatever. Wait a minute. I'm going to have to translate something, because I'm looking at, sorry guys, I'm so distracted sometimes, huh? I'm looking at a water bottle. I might post a picture of it over on my Twitter, because I'm seeing the date. It says 9/9/2019. I'm hoping that's not an expiration date. No, there's multiple dates on here. It says 16/11/2010, 1/3/1977. These guys in Bulgaria here most likely just have some strange rules for what is to be written on. I got a little bit of panic right there. I'm like, huh? Expiration date 2 years ago on water? Bottled water? That is interesting. I've never had expired water before. What is that supposed to mean exactly? I don't even know. How can water be expired, you would think? So, the rich people mostly get built in these dips. Right now, again, it's kind of the thing where it's like, if we don't buy the dip right now and you're not sticking with your beliefs in every market, then what have you? If you're a full-time trader, you can buy and sell every so often, right? And I mean, you do whatever is best for your either little dollar or euro capacity, so to speak. But I sometimes think, no, the euro or dollar capacity or amount doesn't really matter. It's about the amount of coins that you have. And from that perspective, buying and selling, unless you're doing some leverage trading with inverse perpetuals, for example, over on Bybit, it's not always going to be in your best interest to do that. Then Cardano's clear path to $5. Here are the terms and conditions. I've told you guys about this a couple of times before, but there's really not that many terms and conditions. Coins like ADA just have the potential to go up to that area without really that much of a hassle. It really isn't that hard. And then there's a bullish signal that resulted in a 250% increase in Bitcoin. It's getting triggered again. I also think that this is really kind of a lying type of thing. I call cap on this one because I've explained before, there are so many signals which show up every so often that lead to a big surge. The problem is very often that signal is true half of the time, but every time that it was true, maybe the price did kind of crazy. And when it isn't true, people kind of disregard it. Same thing for Golden Cross, same thing for Death Cross. even though it has, let's say, about a 60% chance of working, it could theoretically speaking be that every time that it does work, the gains are nice, but every time it doesn't work, that the losses are way more severe. So I always explain that with the roulette analogy, and it's just kind of a probability analogy, but whatever. If it's a 50-50 and it's a double the payout, lose all if you lose, you are indifferent as to whether or not you will play. If the payout is basically 3-0, you will always play if it's a 50-50 odds. If the odds are 60-40 on, basically doubling your money or losing it all, you'd always take it. Then again, if the chance is, let's say, okay, I don't know the exact numbers on this one, a 3 times payout with let's say a 33% chance to win, or maybe it's a little bit higher, I don't know the probability for that one. You again are indifferent again. It's just those ratios kind of weigh themselves off, and sometimes it actually loses to go for a indicator which you think is good, purely because every time it's not good, you are actually hurt more. Even though percentually wise, it might hit 80% of the time, but you just lose more if you take it every single time, and so it's pretty difficult still. But guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. Check out Bybit, a link is down below. Theoretically speaking, I should, I'll actually just buy 100 extra XRP just for you guys on the video here. Bada boom, bada bing, we'll just buy some extra. Because I told you guys, we have to keep buying the dip. Otherwise, what are we doing, right? Otherwise, what are we doing?